Something feels really off about work right now. You can feel it too, can't you? It's more than just being tired. We're in the middle of this huge global crisis of burnout and just feeling disconnected. So, in this explainer, we're going to unpack exactly why this is happening. And we're going to find the one human solution that it turns out matters a lot more than any new piece of tech. Okay, let's get into it. So let's just put a number to that feeling. A whopping 83% of workers all over the world say they feel burned out. Think about that. That's not a small group. That's almost everyone. And at the very same time, employee engagement, that feeling of actually caring about your job has totally tanked. It's fallen to a global low of just 64%. So people aren't just tired, they're actively disengaging. And there's a name for this whole mess. It's a workplace identity crisis. This is so much bigger than just stress. It's people fundamentally asking, what is my value here? What's my place at work anymore? And it's all being driven by these massive, ground-shifting changes in how we do our jobs. All right, so let's break this down. What's actually causing this widespread identity crisis? What's really at the heart of it? Well, it's really a perfect storm, isn't it? You've got the burnout and the low engagement that we just talked about, but then you throw in two other huge forces. This constant nagging anxiety that AI is coming for our jobs, and on top of that, a real loss of human connection in this new hybrid world we're all in. It's a pretty heavy picture, right? So it really begs the question, if that's the problem, what on earth is the solution? Is it some new productivity app? Is it more technology? Or is it something a lot more human? As it turns out, the answer isn't in an app. It's in science. Specifically, the science of understanding people at work. And that science is called workplace psychology. Basically, it's the study of us on the job. It's all about figuring out what makes us tick, what stresses us out, and what truly motivates us. And the goal is pretty simple. Make work a better, more human experience that, by the way, also leads to better results for everyone. Now, this field kind of has two sides to it. There's the industrial part, which is all about systems and data, getting the right person in the right seat. But it's the organizational side where we find the real answers to our current crisis. This part focuses on all the human stuff, our behavior, our leaders, our team culture, and our well-being. And that focus on the human side, on things like leadership and culture, it brings us straight to the absolute core of this entire problem. In 2026, all these issues, the burnout, the AI anxiety, the disconnection, they all come back to one single critical thing that has just hit a breaking point: trust. Just look at this. Only 29% of employees say they actually trust their direct manager. That means a staggering 71% of us work for someone we don't truly trust. I mean, how can anything get done when the very foundation is that broken? This massive lack of trust is a direct pipeline to burnout. And burnout shows up in ways that probably feel really familiar. That empty or cynical feeling, a total lack of energy, the sense that your work just doesn't matter. And a huge one right now, just a simple lack of recognition. Okay, so if a lack of trust is the poison, then psychological safety is the antidote. It's this simple belief that you can be human at work, that you can speak up, you can ask questions, you can even mess up without being afraid you're going to be punished for it. This is the absolute bedrock of trust, of learning, and of any real innovation. And hey, if you want a perfect, almost funny sign of what happens when that trust just isn't there, have you heard of coffee badging? It's this thing where hybrid employees go into the office just long enough to swipe their ID and be seen, then they turn around and go home to do their actual work. Get this, an incredible 43% of people admit to doing it. It's like a performance of work, and it's born from a culture that has zero trust. So what does all this mean for the future? If we actually start putting people first, what does a better world of work even look like? Well, the impact is a total win-win. When companies get this right, employees get what they need: better mental health and real satisfaction from their jobs. And for the companies, the payoff is huge. People stick around longer, productivity actually goes up, and your teams become way more creative and innovative. This quote really just says it all, doesn't it? With all the noise about AI and automation, we've kind of missed the point. The future of work is not about building better machines. It is about supporting healthier humans. And that brings us to the final takeaway. The companies that are actually going to win in this new era, they won't be the ones installing software to track your mouse movements. They will be the ones doing the hard, necessary work of building real human trust. Which really just leaves all of us with one last question to think about. Your own job, your own team. Is your workplace actively building a culture of trust and psychological safety? Or is it just focused on tracking technology? Because the answer to that question might just define your entire future at work.